If you don't know who I am, get familiar. You hear me?
This is 50.
Know what I'm talking about, goddamn me? GMT squad. You hear me? On everything, man.
This is 50.
On everything, man. If you don't know who I am, get familiar. You hear me?
This is 50.
Know what I'm talking about, goddamn me? GMT squad. You hear me? On everything, man.
This is 50.
On everything, man. Well, what's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? It's been a minute. Man, I was trying to do this on Streamlabs, learn it earlier, man. Shout out to everybody who was with the struggle earlier, trying to game on it and it was lagging. I'm still figuring the settings out and everything. I should have tried just going live on there. You know what I'm saying? Going to figure that out too. But this was something I wanted to get out. I was supposed to get on here yesterday and I got too wrapped up into all that. You know what I'm saying? Vlogging yesterday, and I ain't even released those videos yet. They will be releasing later on today. Yeah, like I was saying, I was all into the OBS and vlogging yesterday that I got tired and I clunked out. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to have a drink. Couldn't even do that. I was tired, man. Super tired. But I want to go ahead and get this out, man. It's not bothering me per se. It's just a good example to go on and throw out there while a lot of people getting upset about it. AR, what's going on? A lot of people don't see the divide, right? They don't see the divide amongst ourselves. We see the divide when it comes to them and us, you know, and that's not saying it, but just like a them and the us, rich and the poor, upper class. There ain't no middle class no more. But you know what I'm saying? We see the divide in that. But for some reason, we are blind to the divide amongst our own people, right? And all people have a divide to some certain degree, but most are on code. Now, people don't know what code, you know, being what I mean by on code. I mean, like, they're going to take up for their own, regardless. Like, I see all the jokes in the world. JC, what's going on? Detroit Kings, what's going on? I see all the jokes in the world about my Hispanic people, you know, but they join forces. They're going to take care of each other. They're going to make sure each one of them have what they need. But everybody cracks jokes about them, right? But they don't care because they know they're doing right. My white people do the same thing. From birth, they teach their kids about generational wealth. Those who are wealthy, they keep it going. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. Don't get me wrong, it's poor, white people, poor, Mexicans, but I'm saying the code never changed, though. I've never seen anybody else overthrow their own for a different, right? So I can go on and on about that, right? You know, so on. You ever go to LA, go to Chinatown. They tell you right there, the name ain't just a name. It's their own little piece of land, right? We know who the colonizers are. They call it the colonies, but now they call suburbs. I'm not gonna get into the history of that. But we the only one that have to have anything. It has to be the graded name, you know, called the ghetto. And us being in this ghetto, nobody ever pays attention to the divide that we have. We talk about it, but people really don't pay attention. And what I mean is the ones who could actually make a change in it. You get what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. I swear they know when you working, bro. They know when you working. But like I said, a lot of people don't understand that. So the ones that are up there amongst ourselves, this, that, and the third, that can really give a divide, they don't do it. They just create more of a divide. And sometimes it's without knowing. All right. Like for instance, this whole Kobe thing that went down. It brought the worst, it brought the good, it brought the ugly, it brought the bad out of people. I'm talking about it. I watched that and it just unfolded. People was going at people, mostly amongst ourselves. You get what I'm saying? Mostly amongst ourselves. Let me close the door, y'all, real quick. My bad, y'all. I forgot where I was, but no, yeah, there. I know. So like a lot of people don't understand that. Man, I really forgot where I was going with it, bro. Oh yeah, the good, bad, ugly. Yeah, people amongst ourselves were mostly going against each other. I'm sorry, I blanked out. Got the kids downstairs, but it's been going in and out. Like for instance, when people can't relate, how can somebody look up to somebody, and then the next can't relate to, they feel like that shouldn't be happening, or you know what I'm saying? It was just weird. Then the people want to bring out him being on trial for rape. But in most cases, it's not like that. It's the whole Tupac scenario again. A lot of people today still believe Tupac was on trial for rape. That's what the media said. Tupac was never on trial for rape. He was on trial for lewd acts. That's totally different. That's like putting your hand on a girl, forcibly putting your hand on a girl butt. All right. Two different things. You know what I'm saying? But yet and still, the reason I say it's like that because people keep spitting it, and it's repetition. The more you say it, and in this day and age, even though information is more accessible, very accessible, all right, people still refuse to read. They still refuse to look stuff up for themselves to understand. Now, you seeing it, the lady from Disney, he's still a rapist. People are calling this man a rapist. He was acquitted. She's not a rapist. You know what I'm saying? Period. Old girl said she ain't get no stand. She went after the check. You understand? She went after the check. I swear they know you working. I promise you. Now, if I never had hit this switch to get on here, I swear to God. Give me 1 second, y'all, man. I apologize. My bad, my bad. My apologies for real, for real. Like I was saying, we're in a day and age where people don't want to read. So they just roll with whatever's put out there. Like I said, everybody's screaming rape, rape, rape. So it's easy to believe if you constantly hearing something, it's easy to believe that he was a rapist. He was acquitted. So as people, we need to learn to open our own ears and sometimes close our ears and open our eyes and actually look it up for yourself. You know? Like I said, it was actors and it led up to Miss Gayle King. Given the present time, I would have gave Gayle the first question. Now I've already spoken this, but I would have gave Gayle the first question because it was a legit question. Would this be part of his legacy? It's gonna come up regardless, right? But it's when she kept pushing. Excuse me. And then for her to be questioning one of Kobe's best friends, dearest and best friends, and to be pressuring her like that, it made people feel like you didn't care. Lisa Leslie showed that Black people can hold their composure with us even being emotional people. I'm pretty sure on the inside she wanted to wring her neck, though. I'm not gonna stunt. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Ron? You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure, like I said, she wanted to wring her neck, bro. But the part that upset me was the very next day, she wants to apologize, which wasn't an apology. She just blamed her network. She talked a lot of stuff as if she was going to go check CBS. When CBS pays you, you're not checking nobody over there. We not dumb. Again, this is the side of our own people that has the power and the influence to do right, but they choose to do wrong. Right? Now, even though people was upset at that, Snoop went in. A lot of people went in on him. I ain't even watch them all. You know, Snoop was just went in, dog. Like went in. Ricky Smiley to D.L. Hughley to, you know, they had their own. D.L. Hughley had their own opinions. And then I came across a guy that I do respect, you know, Mr. Dyson. You know what I'm saying? And well, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna admit this. Snoop was in his feelings. You know what I'm saying? He was emotional. And you can't tell how a person supposed to clap back at you. You just can't do that. You can't be at war, start something, and then think people ain't gonna come at you. They can come at you any kind of way they want. I mean, but does it make it right? No, he didn't have to call her a dog here. It was funny. I ain't gonna start. But be as it may, Snoop may apologize later or may not. You know what I'm saying? But that's how he felt at the time. People have to learn to respect that, you know, because just like how she felt at that time, she want that same respect. So then you gotta give it. But moving along, Mike was talking on his thing, and like I said, I love the way dude talk. You know what I'm saying? Right, Ryan. I like the way Mike was talking. Don't get me wrong. And I follow this cat. Don't get me wrong. This ain't my first time hearing this man. Very educated cat. And education, he'll tell you, education don't make him who he is. He's very well spoken, dope. You know what I'm saying? But this is one of them occasions where, you know, the upper class of us, I'm not talking about white people, I'm talking about just Black folks right now. The upper class of us chooses sides, and they choose to look down at us. And not on purpose. Is that, like I say, sometimes it's done unconsciously. But you gotta be aware, man, when you opening your mouth and you a public figure. That's the big thing. Like how they looking at Snoop, right? So this, it was good for the goose, it's good for the gander. I cannot stressed that enough, bro. He was on there and he was like, you know, he's a good friend with Kobe. If you ain't see it, hey, I implore you to watch it. It was really good. And he was like a friend with Kobe. He hugged. I wrote that article about him, and you know, and then all led up to the rape, and you know, this, that, third. You know, he was acquitted, and boo, woo, woo, wow, wham. And then he flipped it. See, he good. He flipped it to be in a defense of Gail. And then he said some words that tripped me out. He said, you know, she's having death threats, this, that, and the third. Whoop, wop, wham, wah, 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 wah. And then he said these words, man. He said, let's not let this one thing, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, Detroit. He said this one thing. He said, let's not let this one thing define everything that Gail has done. Gail has gave to HBUs. He done gave, I might say that wrong, but she done gave ample money to charities. She done good things for people. She'll go to bat for you, all this stuff. So let's not let this one thing, right? Let's not thank you, because I was stuttering. I hate when I stutter, Ron. HBCUs, thank you. Let's not let this one thing define this woman. When I heard that, I told you it's a given curse. I hear everything. I said, what? This is what I'm talking about. So why you couldn't say that about Kobe? You can't find no other dirt on Kobe, bro. Unless it's on that court. Him getting a fight on the court and this, that, and the third. Why are y'all not saying that about Kobe when all these irrational people coming out the woodworks on Twitter and opening a trap after this man has passed and say he was acquitted, and don't let that one thing define this man's greatness? Again, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? Give you another example. Snoop said something about Gail. Bill Cosby came from prison and said the same thing, right? Okay. He took up, said, thank you, Snoop, blah, 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 blah. This and the third. I'm listening to the Breakfast Club. What they say? Oh, Bill shouldn't even be opening his mouth. Blah, 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 blah. What? Is speaking in a righteous way. It don't matter who the person is. If you speaking right, you have the right to speak, right? No matter, really, you got the right to speak regardless. But like I said, you can't pick and choose who supposed to speak righteousness and who right and who wrong without being oxymoron in this situation. You gonna sit there and JC said it best. Mike is friends with Oprah Winfrey and Gail. Yep, and he said that himself. You get what I'm saying? But the way he was trying to play it, he's both of their friends. You can't be yes man because one person in the past, another one's alive. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So to me, in irony, Gail, you are feeling what he felt. You are feeling what he went through, even after the trial was over, when he lost sponsorships, when he lost all of that. You feeling all of that. Because you had no reason to push them questions the way you push. And I mean, and what I mean is, Ricky Smiley said it best. Like I said, you had that gut feeling like, I shouldn't have done that. And you know you shouldn't have. It would have been different in your apology where you was like, I didn't want that even ran. I told CBS, cut that out. And they ran it anyways. People them like, oh, okay, because you felt like, ooh, I am. You know what I'm saying? But come on, goddamn me. But for, you know, even though being friends, Michael knew. I know pretty sure after that, being who he is, he was like, hey, yeah. And if you don't, I hope you see this or somebody tell him. But you saying the same thing. Don't let that one thing define her. Then don't let this one thing define Kobe, bro. It's the same thing, bro. And that's what kills me about people. Why people don't just just look at stuff like that. They just want to pick a side and be like, yup, that's it. That's not it, bro. What was good for the goose is good for the gander, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Bill had a right to speak out, even though I don't even want to get in that case, man. That's like I said, we allowed to read now. I hope y'all know that. Read. Don't this media stuff and the radio even get worse. But because they know now more people don't listen to the TV, they all on the radio, and these radio personalities is being fed. Man, that's a whole nother show, bro. But at the end of the day, my whole thing was nobody's thinking about old girl. She ain't buried Kobe, and like I keep saying, it's one thing to bury a husband, to bury a daughter. That's big time, bro. That's something you can get over. You can move on. Okay, when you bury your husband, you bury your wife, you can move on. Some people can't. I ain't gonna say everybody, right? But you'll never get over losing the kid, bro. So to add on all the extra static, and I'm only saying this for people who truly act like they don't understand. So to add on all this extra static, and it's getting publicized. You think she gonna hear or see this? Like, that's not cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? You think his kids don't see this? All for $1? That's why I said we gotta do better, bro. And for us to hold our own people accountable, bro. Just be 100% about it, bro. Like, we have to hold our own people accountable. I don't care what nobody say on Twitter. I don't care about nobody. Everybody else does it. We'll let all this blow up, won't we? This will be a talk for this week, and then, oh well, she'll be right back doing it again. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. JC just said something real quick. He said his kids when he born. They know now because people don't even care. They probably would have found out, be honest with you, when they got older. But at the end of the day, still, bro. You know, all these other little kids that's in their schools or whatever now that's been like, oh, your daddy was a do-do-do. And it's not even true. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they going to say. You know? It just trips me out. So I say to Gayle King, that you getting what you deserve. Now you feeling the pain. Like I say, in the irony of it all, now you feeling it. Don't let that one thing define him just as much you don't want that one thing to define you. And then of all people, they said Bill shouldn't be opening his mouth, blah, 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 blah. Well, I feel like Oprah shouldn't open. I don't care if she is your friend. She wasn't the right person in this climate to be taking up for you. Because she ain't did nothing but the same thing that you was just trying to do. Take the page out of the white man's book and exploit black folks. I ain't seen it this heavy since Motown, bro. It's like they bringing it back. You know what I'm saying? Exploitation it's always been exploitation is the new plantation. That's all it is, bro. Like I keep saying, everything we do is sellable. Everything we do is sellable, and everybody else sells it but us. But us, bro. Hell, we so dope, we even make jail look cool. Nobody ain't tripped. Y'all ever tripped off that? We make jail look cool, bro. And that's sad. But that just shows we could sell anything. And they know that. So exploiting us is key. Keeping us on the television is key. Without us on the television, it's going to be a boring day. I'm not understanding how people don't see things like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure people do. They just ignore it. But if the table was turned, they wouldn't be ignoring it. Oh no, they're gonna shape that up. They're gonna say, no, don't say that. That's not cool. Don't do that. You know, lost your mind. Because one thing about us, we understand and we will expose, but without generalship. When I mean by generalship, I mean without composure, without all that. We'll just say the shit like random. And that way people don't take us seriously. Like for instance, when Kanye was like, and George Bush don't like black people, it was so sporadic, it became a joke. If he would have got on Larry King Live or something reputable and said that, it would have been taken more seriously. That's what I'm getting at. So we got a lot of good people who want to speak out, but it's being done in the wrong time, wrong place. And these people take stuff and make jokes, and then they take it, put on Saturday Night Live, and furthermore, make jokes out of it. Use our own people to make jokes out of it, which still is the definition of cooning. I don't care what nobody say. It still is. All right. Point blank. Like I said, now I won't try to be on it long, man. I just wanted to get this out. I want people to see. My whole goal of this is open your eyes, bro. It used to be right behind me. Open your eyes, bro. And I'm going to read the comments, y'all. I am. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, people, us as people, just like Ryan, I like Ryan. We cool as fuck. JC, all y'all on here. Y'all fam, man. I appreciate all 10 of y'all watching me right now. All of that. But if I ever say something out of line, hold me accountable. Hold me accountable. How iron sharpens iron. How are we supposed to be great, bruh? If it's just gonna let that nigga be. Because letting that nigga be is the same thing as being a yes man. See, I always tell people I don't waste my breath on nobody if I don't care about them. So if I'm talking to you, that means I give a damn about you. I'm not hating on you. Me hating on you is watching me watching you mess up. That would be slick way of hating. I promise you. If I don't like you, man, I ain't gonna speak no ill will on you. I'm not gonna do none of that stuff, Brody. I'm just gonna let it be and watch you deteriorate, watch you fall. That's how I am. But does it make it right? No. But if I care about you, I promise to God, I'm gonna say something to you. You know, so like it's excuse me, y'all. It's just a matter, I guess it's a matter of perspective. But as us, now I was just speaking on us, but see, like white folks, they listen to just reason. And what I mean by reason, especially with like the easiest example I give you is a cop, about like a cop scenario. If a black man had his hands in his pocket, he moved him and he shoots him, we gonna be like, hell no, all he did was have his hands in the pocket. Why you ain't check him? Why you ain't tase him? We don't think like it's other ways other than shooting, right? Most white people don't think like that. They say, well, if he never moved his hands, he'll be alive. That's the difference, bro. They do shit accordingly, bro. That's how they feel. They still believe you work hard enough, you'll get your slice of the pie. Like it ain't gonna be no brick walls in the way you're going to climb over. You know what I'm saying? But even though they walk blindly, those who aren't blind still help them along their way. Now it is, bro. That's about the last time I'm say that. I'm sick of it. You know what I'm saying? I want us to see that route they take. Like everybody ain't gotta be brilliant, everybody ain't gotta be smart. They still look out for theirs though, bro. They still look out for theirs, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then this is a quick one right here. Then I'm gonna get to the comments, y'all. Susie Q. Oh man. She went to Twitter. Now that would have made me mad. You called me. You don't take nothing no Twitter. So she jumps on Snoop Dogg talking about he threatened her, this, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And I don't per se, being a black man, I don't think he threatened that lady. Come get your mean, see about your mean. You know what I'm saying? He can suppose or do whatever he gonna want. Like it would have been a never ending tirade back and forth between her. Not know he really finna go snatch this old lady up. You know what I'm saying? That was just the funniest thing ever for Susie Q talking about she got an army. Wouldn't that be you again doing the same thing? Like, do we think before we do anything? I don't understand it. And I don't know what she is. I really don't. Hold on, let me make sure I read this stuff right. Suzanne Rice. She said, "This is despicable. Gayle King is one of the most principled, fair, and tough journalists alive. Snoop, back the F off. You come for Gayle King, you come against an army. You will lose, and it won't be pretty." So this is how we combat. Like this lady worked in the White House with Obama and all this stuff. And so to sit here and say that how he said something is entirely wrong, how are you saying what you saying ain't entirely wrong? Because you typed it? And no offense, but we expect that to come from Snoop. Snoop from the hood. Suzanne, bro. You like I said, the ones that's up here, this is of our own. They look down. They choose sides instead of pull us up. Pull up. Hit the rope. Come on. But it's okay for her to come at him like that. But it's not okay for Snoop to come at Gayle like that. You know what I'm saying? As my grandma would say, Suzanne, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere, you tripping, bro. You tripping, bro. Now, I don't be knowing who handled their Twitters and all that, but she should jump on them. She didn't do it. She better fire her Twitter handler, because if I was Snoop, man, I'd be like, who the hell? Man, better go on somewhere. You get drove big time. I would never let that go. Every time I open my mouth, I'm driving her. How you gonna come at me like that? I don't care what type of government official you is, this, that, and the third. That ain't what's up. You know what I'm saying? Hold on real quick, y'all. All right, my bad, y'all. But yeah, so how do you expect him not to come back at her? See the type of person now. I would leave Gayle alone and drive the mess out of her, dog. Like it'll just be me and her. Ain't no way in heck, dog. But like I said, that's an open close thing. You just jumped in something you had nothing to be in, and now you finna be a product of this. Now you just egging on, so I can drive both of y'all. It don't make no more sense. You know what I'm saying? You got Droopy and Mrs. Magoo. That's what they both look like. Ain't no way. There's no way I couldn't took the opportunity to drive them, man. But that was just open, like I said, open and close on that, man. It just to me was the perfect time to get examples of where the actual divide is. Like I said, you ain't gonna see two white people like that. White people talking down to these white people. You ain't gonna see that. But we so blind to the fact that we can't see when one is talking one way and the other one open their mouth, they talking the same exact way. But the other one feel like they better because they up here. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. So, like I said, I ain't want to be long. I'm gonna get in these comments, y'all, man, but see how y'all feel about it. Ryan been active. Okay, there we go. That's a fact, Ryan. Ryan said everyone has dirt, but he was tried for raping and cheating on his wife. But we all human and we all have dirt. People jealous of the magnitude of his passing. And that is a fact. Not only that, the man apologized to the woman. Didn't he have to apologize to the woman? Nobody speaks about that. He apologized on TV to his wife, and he apologized to the lady that claimed rape and said that he didn't know that she took it was forcible or whatever the case may be, basically saying he was ignorant to the fact that could have hurt his case tremendously. Why would a person like that say something like that? You know what I mean? Period. What's up, Kicking It with Killer? Yeah, he said Mikey out here running diversions, but it's only diversion if you don't pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? It's only diversion if you're not smart enough to catch it. You feel me? Because like I said, he ain't do nothing but describe the same thing that man went through. And she calls, and the cold part, we have to hold ourselves accountable. You cause that on yourself. You know? You cause it on yourself. Detroit Kings, what's good? L. Johnson, what's good? I don't see your comment though, L. Johnson. I see. Oh, here we go, Detroit Kings. Stop it, slick. Michael Eric Dyson was buck dancing. Yeah, he was on there, man, because like you say, that's his friends. But at the same time, like I say, I follow Cat. Dude smart, man. Dude dope. Don't get me wrong. I can't take it from him. But at the same time, he didn't understand that he kind of put his foot in his mouth. You know what I mean? That's how I felt about it. Why L. Johnson is on live, whatchamacallit, live chat? Because I don't see nothing in here from L. Johnson. Right, JC, right. Bill was talking about like, thank you, Snoop, and this and that. Keep the Bryan family head up and all this. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But then at the same time, you got Oprah coming off the same stuff, backing out of a documentary, doing the wrong thing, and then she's at her age. So I look at it as like one of the same. But people picking and choosing on that. You feel me? Kicking it with Killer said, those catch jobs on the line. If they can't miseducate the black masses, networks on it. There you go. Yep. That's exactly right. And that's what they there for. And that's why I'm saying, bro, like, no, the way I feel like you should never feel like you need something. Like once you get these millions, bro, what is you doing with your money? Like once you get so much money, Killer is L. Johnson. What? You done change your name up on me, dog. But you right on that though. You right on that. But once I make these millions, man, what can you say? Man, look, it's time for us to join forces like Voltron. You hear me? And shut this down. Excuse me. Shut the establishment down because it makes no sense how they feel like money just manipulates all. You know what I'm saying? And she way too old for that. Ryan said, y'all be in touch with the media tough. I miss everything. I pay attention to everything because sometimes they try to slide stuff past you. You know what I'm saying? So they can say, we told you. You know what I'm saying? We told you. You feel me? But if it ain't worth saying nothing about, I just like, whatever, dog. You know what I'm saying? And right there, see, right there. Many athletes were accused of rape. It's not a big deal. No, it's a big deal when a black dude do it. Hell, a black man can't even whoop his kids without getting put out the league. Black man can't do nothing. But Peyton Manning can be accused of rape and juicing and still playing the Super Bowl. Makes no sense, right? Hamburger. I call him Hamburger. Roethlisberger. How many times was he accused? One time in a stall, right, at a restaurant or something. I might get that wrong, but it was somewhere around, like in a stall or something. It didn't even stick in the news. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like I said, they stick to the code. Ryan said, I'm pretty sure a dead person don't care what people saying about them. No, sometimes. I don't know. It depends on the person. I be thinking sometimes my dad turned over his grave like, well, he ain't even in the grave. He cremated, but I be thinking that he yelling from up there like, man, what is you doing, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I mean, yet still don't, you know what I'm saying? You got people living. I think that's the people who it would affect. And there you go. We been the commodity. Like I said, we can sell anything. We can sell anything. Kanye spoke out because he wanted to be friends with Bush like he is with Trump. I'll say it like this. Dude's a musical genius, but he's one of the biggest sellouts ever. Straight up. Straight up. They try to slip it in, but if they over our heads. Right. And they know a lot of us don't pay attention no more. Like I said, my grandma been saying this, for the longest to me, man. We are allowed to read. Period. We're allowed to read. Like, it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Pick a book up sometime. You know what I'm saying? Pick a newspaper. My grandpa said the real news is in the newspaper. You know what I'm saying? All right. This is a good one. This is some good one right here. Kicking it with Killer, aka L. Johnson. Mr. Switch your name. I couldn't see his picture now. See his picture now. On some real shit, I respect Trump more than Obama. He stands out on his shit, right or wrong. Black people are more concerned with being liked instead of being respected. That is so true. Now, I don't respect Trump, but I give him his props. He stand on his shit. dude was just cursing. Damn, what was he just cursing on? He went in. You hear me? He went in. I'm like, this dude, do he know he's still the president? He was on there cursing and like basically y'all can't. I'm the Teflon Don. You know what I'm saying? I give him that. And you know what? And I gotta respect that. You right. And I gotta respect that. Whereas Obama, as they say, was want to be liked and tap danced around situations where this guy like, man, I don't care what y'all think. This was finna go down. This dude think he daddy of America. Like when your father house, like, what'd I say? What'd I say? Man, you better go ask your mama after I told your ass you ain't going outside. You know what I'm saying? That's Trump, dog, on everything. Don't make it right, but you right. He stand right or wrong. He gonna stand on it. Hey, he don't care, man. He don't care. He they revolution. That's it. But man, dang, you know what? You just sparked a whole new thing right there, kicking it. Hey, man, you right. He they revolution. He the racist revolution, bro. Like that's what we need to do. Take a step out and stand out. You know what I'm saying? Step up and stand out and show out. You hear me? Because that's what he did. Spark the racist revolution, bro. That's what the revolution look like when you get the right president in there that believe in what you believe in. It would spark an uprising for the people, wouldn't it? Good comment, dude. You showed right. See, I like that. That made me think big time. Yay. Show right. Dang. This going in on Gayle is black men taking their respect. I'm with all that. Yeah, bro. Look, and that's the thing too. I meant to put that in there. They was like, we black men, we need to uplift. That's what Michael Eric Dyson, uplift the black woman. This is that third. Bruh. That's where you at in life. Come down where I'm at. Man, most of these black women don't even care about no black men. All they care about is what they can get from a black man nowadays. And they thinking selling their butt, selling their ass is cool. Like, ain't no morals when you come down to my level no more, bro. Nah, I can't say ain't no morals. There's very few women out here that hold their morals. Ain't no morals no more. Probably still up there where you at, Michael, where y'all got that money. But down here, nah, bro. These girls need to be retrained. You know what I'm saying? We got to get the baby birthing aspect back in order, meaning having kids at 21, 22, 23, back in order, 25 even. So grandmas can be back in their 50s when you get older. So you ain't going to the club with your grandma. So we can have some people to actually teach somebody some morals. That's a whole nother thing. I ain't going to get into that though. But it's a fact, man. They think, I remember girls didn't even want to be called strippers. I'm a dancer. Dog, girl, you a stripper, nigga. Nah, it's okay. Yeah, I strip. I strip. I strip. You know what I'm saying? And that's right, as you should, Ron. As you should. That's why people love you, dog. I'm gonna talk my shit if they like it or not. He said, I'm trying to get some of this viral social media money that they just throw around. Shit, ain't we all? But it's man. Hey, it's one thing. Let me tell you something. And you know, I've been saying since before I even got on the platform, when I was on your platform, when JC plugged me into you. First thing I said, you know, I didn't say this, but white folks get it in groups. It looked like one person doing it. Okay. It looked like one person doing it, but it's not one person. It's a group of them. Sometimes it's a group that sees something in one person. You understand what I'm saying? And they make him the front runner, and the rest of the people get the wheels moving. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like we need to take that same book. I mean, I said the same book. Hell yeah. Fuck the page out the book. Let's take the whole book and do the same thing. But we too busy trying to be individuals. You get what I'm saying? When we can be individuals, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these like they figured it out, bro. Think about it. I don't know if you watch TV shows like Chicago Med and all that stuff. They found out that, you know, long TV shows don't survive after so many seasons, so they create crossovers. They took that straight out of comic books, bro. Crossovers, and then make the TV show more interesting because now all the characters intertwine. Why we can't do that? I already got an idea in my head. I ain't said it yet, but it's gonna come. Y'all just pay attention to the word out there. I want to call it Legion, but you just pay. Y'all hear that word Legion enough? That means it's gonna show up. You understand me? But you right. We can get that money, bro. D Reynolds, what's good, bro? I know I ain't seen you. Oh, he did, JC. He responded, said Suzanne Rice don't want none of this. I ain't see it yet. Like I said, I ain't been looking, man. I'm tripping. All y'all hit that like button, man. You know what I'm talking about? All y'all hit that like button, dog. Where are you going? That's a good question. You going up today, Ryan? No, I don't count that. See, I'm gonna say this right here. See, right there. You letting them have a way out, kicking it. L. Johnson, Susan half white though. No, she black, bruh. See, you can't give people ways out, bruh. She can go on and be a coon. That's what she is. But she ain't no half white. It ain't never been. In society, she black, bro. In society, she black. When they look at her, she black. Her husband look at her and say, "You're black." Even though they want to claim some biracial stuff, guess what? In society, she black. Nah, bro, hold her accountable. Ain't no half white, ain't nothing. As a black woman, you have failed us. Straight up. Captain for Kicks, what's going down? Oh, he said, I mean, I ain't see that. And everybody was like, that's L. Johnson, goddamn me. Yep, that's what I was just saying, Big Ben. Man, it's a lot of them. Never, JC, when I tell you they swept that under the rug, JC, on my mama, dog. On my mama. They swept, and Peyton Manning, look it up. Peyton Manning, look. Remember when Peyton Manning, what was it? Osweiler took the Broncos to the playoffs, bro. Right? Danner took them to the to the big house, right? They let this man come back. He was supposed to be suspended, bro. They kept it quiet. He was juicing, bro, and he had a college rape allegation that had came up. Remember during the time he was probably his neck was hurting or something? Remember that? It came out, they swept it on the rug, and they let that man play in the Super Bowl, bro. Bro, I promise to God, that was the most bogus thing I ever seen. And Osweiler should have been the one quarterbacking in that Super Bowl. Matt K, what's good? That's true. Either AB. It could have been a boxer AB or football AB. It would have made, you hear me? It would have made headlines. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan reviews, yeah, you got to pay attention to your local news because some of it is real, but some of it's scripted. Like literally from sentence to sentence. If it's a channel, if it's an NBC network, most of their news is scripted, bro. On my mama. You got to find one of the local channels. Like we got KPLR, like that. That's not everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's just here. You know what I'm saying? And they tell mostly about STL news. You know what I'm saying? Not everything going around America. But I liked it was scripted. Somebody sent me this video where like it was like every NBC reporter was saying the same thing at the same time, bro. Like it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Word from word. They didn't even have decency to change it to make it sound like themselves. So we really got to watch that too. But like you say, real news is your local news. Find that local channel that y'all got that don't nobody else got. That's the one I pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know how Detroit Kings feel. That's right. He do stay on code. He gonna protect his own, bro. That's right. Sticking to your word is a true leader. You know what I'm saying? And having a little bit of humility. I can't. It's the country. Humility. You know what I'm saying? Any president we ever had and any president to come, we don't have a political voice anywhere other than our own community. Thank you. I've been saying that for the longest. That's what we need to take care of is our community. Hold them people that's running your community accountable. Your aldermans. They usually are the same color as you most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Your aldermans and your mayor. Hold them accountable. Don't be trying to do no march on Washington. Washington don't care about your neighborhood. March on your own governor's line. Take that march to him. You know what I'm saying? We don't even have a voice in the community. Only let me tell you something. Here you do. Shoot, we black. It's just we don't come together like that. So you're right. We don't have a voice in the community right now. But I promise to God, if we was ever to come together, man, like I said, they got all of us brainwashed, bro. I still hear people say that we the minority, bro. Like, stop it, man. When the world's 75% black or colored, how the hell we the minority? We are not the minority, especially here living in Missouri. I don't see how they try to tell me here in St. Louis, we are the minority. This chocolate city for real out here. And we the minority. I'm the minority in this city. Nah, bro, that's what you want me to believe. I ain't believing that. You keep your senses to yourself. All that, man. I ain't trying to hear that crap. You know what I'm saying? It's just a way to keep us dumb us down, bro. And we pay attention to dumb stuff like that. And it be making me mad, bro. You know what I'm saying? The greatest thing they ever did was figure out how to make us, separate us. The greatest thing they ever did was learn how to separate us, bro. And let everybody come in our neighborhoods and take the dollar from us. Again, let everybody come in our neighborhoods and take the dollar from us. I watch other neighborhoods vote. Like I live out here in St. Charles, right? They vote people in. You know what I'm saying? And I went back there looking this stuff up. They supposed to do that there, but they don't. Them Indians and them Arabics just come. That's why they're there. It's easy to set up shop. They don't have to go through the red tape. They just like, oh, where you trying to set up shop at? Oh, West Florissant? Oh, we'll give you that. Man, don't worry about. We ain't got to worry about no vote. We ain't got to vote you in over there. But you come out here to the suburbs, bro. Out here, oh man, you ain't open up a tattoo shop, bro. When I tell you where I stay, it's only 2 liquor stores, bro. And I gotta drive hellas to get to them. You go to St. Louis City, it's a liquor store on every corner. And where there's a liquor store, there's a church. That's on me, bro. So they know. You know what I mean? Like, that's how they keep you down. You take the money from us, but we make the money from everywhere else and give it right back to them. But you can't make no money in your own neighborhood unless you selling dope, bro. Burnt CDs or DVDs if they still do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to donate, but you got me blocked. How I got you blocked, bro? If you commenting, you not blocked. Man, you not blocked, bro. Jersey Deep TV, you not blocked. That must be a joke or something. So I don't block people. And I don't recall nobody blocking nobody. Everybody can be the face of the movement. You need people playing the back end, pieces to the puzzle. That's why I said, bro. Everybody can't be, man. Look, man. The machine is what keep it going, bro. The machine, bro. You know what I'm saying? General ain't nothing without his soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Period. It ain't the other way around. People got to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with a little direction, but like you said, you need them pieces to the puzzle, keep it going. And I'm saying that for the longest, man. When we was talking about college and all that stuff, we need electricians and all that stuff. It's ways to make money other than going to school, college, and this, that, and the third. You feel me? Man, it's big money. Like you see, trucking. We need all them jobs, all of that. So if you know your kid ain't the brightest star in the world, don't set him up to go no damn college and be in debt when he ain't gonna finish college. Be real with your children. You know what I'm saying? Come on, goddamn me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I was talking about that too, man. That was a while back. I might bring the discussion back up. Chasing J's, who's good? Man, I've been investing myself. Y'all thought I was playing when I said I was selling sneakers and all that stuff, bro. Shit just been sitting and finding stuff and, bro, learning. I'm still learning, bro. You know what I'm saying? More to come. This is just Streamlabs. I'm trying to, it's StreamYard. I'm trying to learn that Streamlabs. That's what I'm trying to get on, you know. That nigga still. He said, who's the community to say what you are? She's a mutt. Your ass crazy, bro. I'm just catching up. I'm holding Susan accountable, my guy. I'm just saying she's a part of the swirl community and she's speaking for her husband. See, I don't know. Like, I heard people say that the swirl community, like setting them to the side, like they black, bro. At the end of the day, they still black. At the end of the day, I get what you're saying because, but at the same time though, it's swirl. That's funny, dog. We say Oreo, yeah. So that's some new stuff. I ain't never heard swirl. So the swirl community or whatever, right? I can't stop laughing. That tickled me, man. He said the swirl community, but it's people in the swirl community. You don't even know they swirl though. I'm just being honest. Like if you see my brother, you swear to God, my bro mixed. He's not mixed. He's 100% black. J. Cole's 100% black. Robert De Niro kids. If you see his kids, they don't look mixed at all. They got nappy hair, nappy. I'm talking about nappy and don't look a lick of white. So it's like it's kind of hard to say that, bro. Like that's why they all get labeled black. That's what they fear. We are the only people who can change the genetic code, bro. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say that she black, bro. Hold her accountable. She don't get it. I know you say you are hold accountable, but you still setting her to the side. Nah, bro. You don't get to be part of another group and get to say fuck us. You saying fuck yourself when you say fuck us. Make her feel the real pain is what I'm saying. Cause you know that's what she thinking. I ain't with them anyway. Like, nah, bro. You are. You playing yourself, looking in that mirror, thinking white people set you to the side as biracial, and that ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's how you let people off the hook. In my opinion, that's just my opinion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all crazy though. And they called her a mutt, dog. That's a fact. Who is society to say? But I mean, it's been like that since the beginning of time. If you got a drop of black blood in you, bro, you black, bro. That's just how they gonna look at you, bro. It ain't, or unless you gonna select other on the application, which is highly disrespectful. Why they got me flickering, dog? Mom, what's good? Hey, I be missing stuff, Jersey. I be missing stuff, y'all. I be flicking through it too quick. Yeah, he is. Hey, I ain't gonna stunt. He is, dog. JC, you ain't never lied, bro. I gotta get used to this. Plus, I wear glasses, bro, and I don't like wearing them, bro. So, like, it's either this, me putting this phone all the way to my face, bro, or it is what it is. Plus, at the same time, I'm looking at StreamYard too, so it don't help. It's got a bad lag. So if anybody been on there, they know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hell, Josh. Right, man, you already know Detroit with the shit, man. He a shit starter, dog. Period. Period. Well, what other boy at? He a shit starter too, man. Be fucking with G Fish. But yeah, man, y'all, it's been an hour, man. That's all I wanted to talk about today, man. But I'm about to get back on here. Who the hell is Susie Q, man? Old girl, bruh. Suzanne Rice. You know what I'm saying? I did that for YouTube purposes, dog. They seem every time I put a controversial title up, it lands in the yellow. But when I make something stupid up, it lands in the green for some reason. So that's why I said Mikey and Susie Q. So I had to do it like that. Right on, Ma. But yeah, no, that's Suzanne Rice. That's why I just, like I said, for some reason, if you make a stupid title up or whatever on everything, it throws me in the green. You know what I'm saying? But everybody in this mud to the 20 that's in this joint, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I hope everybody hit that like button. Also hit that super chat if you can, or that Cash App. You know what I'm talking about? I'm about to get up out of here. And right, Suzanne Rice was Obama advisor. That's why I said, yeah, she was part of Obama administration. But I'm gonna go ahead, get back on the Streamlabs, bro. Try to learn this. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, and I'm releasing 2 other videos today. Please check them out. All right. I'm up out of here. Y'all be easy. Deuces. If you don't know who I am, get familiar. You hear me?
This is 50.
Y'all thought I was going for real though. Hey, look though, on everything, I feel like I had to say this, dog. I don't be a part of me don't read the comments, man. As y'all, I don't know if y'all peeped it. I've been making shorts. I know L. Johnson peeped it. Kicking with Killer peeped it. I try to take segments for people who missed it, and I make it shorter or whatever. And that's gonna be on my second channel. So if everybody can go sub up to my second channel, the link is in the description. Goddamn me. So that's why I pretty much do make these GMT shorts. So I try not to read a lot of comments during it, so it could just be that one little slot, and I can take it, slice it up, and boom. All right. I forgot to say that. But at the same time, though, I do gotta do better at it, though. All right, y'all. But that's what I'm talking about. Hold your boy accountable. You hear me? I'm up out of here. Deuces for real this time. 1. If you don't know who I am, get familiar. You hear me?
This is 50.